I don't know why it's so common to self-sabotage or to, when something so great happens, to feel the need to to fuck it up. Right now, I'm creating a contract for a very large company that we have closed, but it just feels too good to be true. And I've literally been doing this for like 30 minutes when it shouldn't be this fucking difficult. Because honestly, it just doesn't seem real. I just feel like there's no way they are going to sign this when we both already kind of agreed to it. But it just, for some reason, is making me sick to my stomach. So why is it that we as humans self-sabotage? I mean, that's a pretty interesting question. When things seem too good to be true, we want to self-sabotage, and you either turn down opportunities or you don't follow up on them. When you get something that is just extraordinary, you just stop pursuing. But you'll pursue, put in as much effort as you can possibly fathom to get the result. And then the second you're about to get it, everything in your body's like, no, don't do it. Why is this too good to be true? I don't fucking know, but maybe that's honestly just me. I don't think so, though. Even though this is the same thing we've done over and over and over. I've been doing this exact same fucking thing for months and years. But when the numbers get bigger, it just seems more unrealistic, or it just seems not real. When in reality, things just take a long time to grow. And so, for context, right now I have a organic social media company where we help a lot of business owners grow their organic social media with the entire intent of just helping them monetize it for them to get more customers for their business. But recently, because of the business owners and other people that I work with, we're getting 15 to 20 million long form monthly views per month in a very high CPM space of a very high net worth audience. That's worth a lot of money for sponsors. And so I just recently, over the past few months, started another revenue stream, another business of helping all the clients I have get sponsors for their channels, which has been going very well. But the sponsor that we just closed for one of my clients is really big. It's for a lot of money. And I don't know, it just seems like this is too good to be true. So I've been struggling this morning to get this contract over to them because I don't know. It feels like there's just, I don't fucking know. But hopefully I send this contract to them, they sign it, my client signs it, they pay us this week, and we're just singing Kumbaya. I mean, my client is saying the same thing. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, Josh, this seems way too good to be true. Why? What's the catch? He said, what is wrong with this company? What is going to happen? And so you always, I mean, my client, he's a cynicist for sure. He's just always pessimistic. Whenever we show very good results for him, he always says, Josh, how bad's it going to get? The highs are really good. He said, I just don't want to get my hopes up because I feel like this can't continue. This is actually the way he thinks. But he's honestly my favorite guy ever. I've never talked about him before. He's like the best client in the entire world. And then when anything goes wrong, he blames it on himself. And I'm like, dude, what is what are you doing right now? And I'm a forever optimist. So we actually blend really well together, as we're actually just kind of business partners now because we've been working together for so long. It's just been a 100% profit share. Never had a single fee, but he's by far my highest paying client. And this would like double that, his contract. And so he's saying, Josh, what's the catch with this company? Because he said, this seems way too good to be true. I'm thinking the same thing. And I don't know. But in reality, we just spent years on end cultivating a massive audience. And now that massive audience is worth a ton of money to the right companies. That's really the key thing. We're actually getting just a slightly fair price. It's not even an expensive price that we are charging these people relative to the value that they're going to receive. It's just that the numbers are bigger because we're doing 3.5 million long form monthly views per month in like a super deep finance space, in probably the most niche finance space. And then we're offering them 2 emails per month that go out to a list of 15,000 people that we have of our audience, as well as a lot of other things that we're doing for them. So they're going to be doing 3 videos per week, 3 podcasts per week. At least that's when my client will come on and do an ad read for them. Like the same way Joe Rogan comes on and says, this video is sponsored by AG1. AG1 is guaranteed, I can promise this to you guys, paying Joe Rogan millions of dollars per year just for that 1-minute ad read that Joe gives. Like he's honestly, genuinely probably getting $2 to $3 million per year. That's $250,000 per month, let's say, for a 1 minute ad read, one time recorded. That's how beneficial it is to have a large audience. And so because we spent years on end cultivating this with one of my clients, now the numbers are pretty crazy. So we already have a sponsor, just that we're not providing as much for them. So this is going to fill out a decent amount of the ad slots that we have, but we still do have a few available. So we would be looking at a lot of money that we could still get. And then hopefully, the ideal situation here, guys, is this is a 3-month trial. After the 3 months, we lock in a yearly trial, a year-long contract. That's ideal. But that's really just the way it goes. I don't know why humans, because I see this with a lot of people, when things start to get really good, that's when you pull back. When in reality, you should be leaning into that and double and triple and quadruple and down, right? Anyway, it's Monday morning. Excited to be back at work, drinking caffeine for the first time since yesterday. Ready to get after it. Let me update you, fellas. Yeah, it was to be true. Yeah, it just, when something seems too good to be true, it actually always is. And so what we thought was the agreed upon monthly price, that's what they thought the price was for a 3-month duration for a contract. And so back to negotiating table. But anytime every single time this has ever happened in my entire life, that I go from, let's say, going on the calculator and calculating how much money I'll be making from something. And this has happened a lot. There was a time when I was 18, I was spending all my time studying macroeconomics, pretty much literally all of my time. I started trading a lot of stocks and I was doing very well. That was during like 2020 or 2021 or something like that, when everything was just ripping. And I was making like a ridiculous amount of money. I turned like 6,000 to like 45,000. And so my head was on top of the world. And so I started calculating, if every 3 months I can make like 700%, which is what I made or something like that, I'm gonna be a bajillionaire in the next 7 years or whatever. Just being stupid. Like, when something seems too good to be true, it's always too good to be true. And so what happened? I ended up getting lucky to making a lot of money. And then I stopped making money because I didn't really have any proven systems. I just had the market forces in my favor. So that's the case, right? When something seems too good to be true, it actually usually is. And so I think I had the gut feeling that this just doesn't seem real. It feels too good to be true. And therefore, it actually just was too good to be true. That being said, we're still going to negotiate and probably work together with this company to support a good long-term relationship, just not on a massive budget like is what we were expecting. Anyway, I have a call with a different company right now. I think ripping a bunch of caffeine, it just has my heart like exploding with energy right now. So I need to do push-ups to calm my heart rate. Anyway, mega fail. We'll get it done though. We'll figure something out.